Hey, everybody, this is Mary,
And this is Julie.
and you are listening to the High Priestess Hype Club. So, you know what, guys? We realized as we hung up from doing our recording of the episode of the July forecast that we somehow forgot the moons.
Especially after I'm like, and we're not missing moons. We're
No.
doing all this work. Yeah, we forgot to tell you.
And we missed the moons.
Yay! Go us.
Yes, witches that are human. Here we are. So, special little bonus for you guys just to explain the moons. So, we have the new moon on July 5th, which is in Cancer. So, I'm going to tell you guys, new moons are not as crazy as full moons, but it's in Cancer. It's a very sensitive moon. Work can wait right now, guys. Really make sure things are good at home during this new moon, or if there's things that you want to like create harmony with. Yeah, because Cancerians like to, if they get upset, they go back into their shell. So their home base is really important. So make sure that everybody at home is feeling settled and grounded, protected at home. So the people at home, the people that are in your heart and home, you're going to need to do that. New moons are also great for making new moon wishes.
And they're the manifestation wishes. They're like the bringing things, making them bigger, bringing them into like fruition, because you're then in a waxing moon phase.
Yes, yes. So here's the thought, guys. If you're thinking about redoing your house, purchasing a house, moving, anything to do with what you consider your sanctuary, it's good time to make requests of the universe or, you know, manifestations of the universe at that time. But again, you might be feeling kind of emotional. So make sure that the request you make is grounded in reality. And what I mean by that is not that you can ask for huge things from the universe. You can, but you know, if you ask for something that's 15 steps ahead, you know, you may get the first step, but how are you going to recognize it? So keep it grounded, guys, you know, on this one.
That's a good point.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's funny. So here I go off on one of my tangents again. One of my clients, you know, we were talking about manifestation and I said, would you be able to go home and write a list of like your dream job? And she looked at me and she's like, actually, I don't think I can, because I don't even know what that looks like.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, okay, can you go home and write a job description or a job list that you would want to have right now? Like that would be better than where you are. And that was much more realistic for her at the time.
That makes sense. Yeah.
She couldn't even figure out what she's like, I don't even know what my dream job is. I just know I hate this one. And I was like, okay, so you know what I mean? It's manifesting the things that you can do right now. So, and that within the home, that could be like, if you're like, well, gee, I'd love to buy a house, but I can't do that right now. Okay. Is it rearranging the room you're in? Is it adding some things in? Like, you know what I mean? Go. I'm not saying again, not to go big, but we got to keep some of it grounded in reality. So I'm not discouraging you from going big, guys, but also let's look at it as maybe if we go this step and then we keep going bigger, or we have the big step
bigger over time. Right.
Yeah.
You can build up to it.
Build up to it. You know, I believe highly in manifestation. Our minds can do things and things like that. But if you're not in the place for that, your manifestations are going to be tough, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why I say, like, if you can't write your dream job, write a job that's different than what you have right now so you can be happier.
I think that makes a lot of sense.
July 21st is our full moon in Capricorn. Now, if you remember in June, if you heard our June show, we also had a full moon in Capricorn because it was right over the line of Sagittarius into Capricorn. So this is our second one. So I'm going to say a couple of things about that. First of all, it's a full moon. Everybody's energy is a little heightened at a full moon. Capricorn has to do at work.
Yeah.
Your career, your fame, your reputation. So some of you may notice that what started up in mid-June, mid to end June with the full moon in Capricorn there is continuing or coming to another phase, because we've had 30 more days. So you might see something again that's happening. And again, it could be in relation to your work. So if you're delayed on something, if you're trying to make something happen, you may see in these 30 days between both full moons, something has progressed.
Ah, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not a bad thing. But again, like if you're like kind of frustrated with work or whatever, you're really going to be feeling this
for a while. Yeah.
For a while. Yep. So the other thing that could happen is you get rewarded for your hard work and your efforts. So someone finally recognizes you and says, hey, you've done a great job here and we appreciate you. So here, you know, there's something there, or a promotion or anything like that. Now, if you don't have a job you would consider corporate or a full-time gig, you got something part-time, it still doesn't matter. Or even if you don't have a job, like whatever it is, you're going to get recognized somewhere for your hard work.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. So don't be like, well, that's not going to happen because I don't have I'm not working right now or whatever. It doesn't matter. You're recognized here for who you are. And sometimes that works
And
through a
what you've
job
been doing.
and what you've
Yeah.
been doing. Yeah. So that's just something to think about, guys. July is going to be an interesting month as far as the moons because we do have that Cancer energy and we do have it when, the sun and then the moon are both in Cancer, which, it's some very sensitive times, guys, sensitive times. And then you have Leo kind of dancing around the whole thing. So again, bite your tongue in July. Bite it.
Don't just say it all.
No. But I mean, if you do, it could turn out just fine, but it also could be like, ooh, ouch.
Maybe
ooh.
not just hit the impulsivity part of it.
That's a great
Watch
tip.
that
Jules.
part. You could communicate well, but also like maybe just watch your impulsivity.
Truth. So guys, just remember, make your new moon wishes at the new moon on July 5th. Full moon is great for endings and releasing. So again, if there's anything at work you want to release or around your reputation or anything like that, you can do that during the full moon. Be ready for people to be a little more heightened at work with their energy, but maybe you work from home that day. Hey, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but yeah, so you may be feeling it a couple of days before and a couple of days afterwards. Sometimes that energy lingers, but full moon in Capricorn, you can get rid of some of those old beliefs about you thinking maybe you're not worthy enough or you'll never move up in your career or anything like that. Get rid of those. Those
yeah,
don't
there
belong.
you go. Just let them go.
Let them go. So like all the stuff that's holding you back.
Kick that imposter syndrome out on its ass.
I love that. That's fantastic. Yes. So guys, we'll be back next month with the moons and all kinds of other astrology and tips for you. We appreciate you listening to this little bonus episode we had, but we did not want to leave you out of the moons.
Yeah, dude, we're trying not to miss them. And then we're like, so here we go. Now here's a special bonus moon focused episode.
So guys, if you have any questions, you can reach us at highpriestesshypeclub@gmail.com. And you can see us on the web and listen to us at hypeclub.live, right?
Yep. And find us on socials and we'll see you later.
We'll see you later. And remember, guys, you are magic. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at High Priestess Hype Club and subscribe to us on whatever platform you're currently listening to us on now because we're back every Thursday to hype you up. Email us at highpriestesshypeclub@gmail.com and tell us what you think. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.